Sahtekarlar with Burak Deniz. By the way, I'm a big fan of Burak Deniz. I love most of his series. So I will be reviewing, recapping a lot of his older shows in the upcoming months. I think Sahtekarlar is an underrated series. It's much better than it looks on the surface. And I have to say, they don't do enough PR. The trailer, we always have to wait for the trailer, which is a shame, because that would spark way more interest in the public. The story is about Ayşe and Ertan. Ayşe is from a poor neighborhood. Their father left him penniless, and she becomes, she's an honest and good woman, but she becomes a bit of a fraudster, a trickster to survive. Ertan is a lawyer who's alone with his father, and both meet at a certain point when Ertan's father dies, leaves a video in saying that, now Ertan, you're really the long-lost son. Turkish writers love a long-lost child in the series. Of Haydar, my best friend and a little bit of an asshole, rich person. And I took you away as a baby from the mother and raised you as my son. So Haydar is still looking for his long-lost daughter, because the father of Ertan said that it was a daughter that was born and not a son. He meets Ayşe, but Ayşe already has a plan up her sleeve to become involved in Ertan's life, to play the long-lost daughter, because she has to pay off some debts for a loan shark which her brother made in the neighborhood, which is wonderfully played by the actor. He gets annoyed. You get annoyed by him because, yeah, you see he's not a bad guy, but it's just plain fucking stupid. Like, why the hell do you make so much debt by a loan shark? Why the hell? You make a lot of trouble for your sister. And Ayşe, wants to save her brother. So they get in a difficult, complex trickster story, and she ends up working with Ertan. She plays the long-lost daughter, but when you watch the show, you see that Haydar knows that Ertan is his son and not Ayşe, his daughter. Ayşe gets in the process married to someone else. Ertan solves the problem, and Haydar wants to marry off Ayşe to a nephew. Ertan, because he's in love with Ayşe, wants to prevents that, so he marries her. And they are already at this point in love, of course. That is the love story of Ayşe and Ertan. But it's a trickster story, and the trickster story is like Agatha Christie could have written this story a little bit. So everybody is lying to each other. And at this point, I truly enjoy the show. I hope they make the story even more more complex. Who is really playing with who? What's the truth? Who is the mother of Ertan? And I truly hope they can keep Ertan and Ayşe together as a one couple. Don't separate them. And at this point, I don't know if they will make a second season, which is a shame. I think they could, but the story needs to be more psychological, more difficult, more crime related, but in a good way. Like, who's playing with who? It's like all mind games that's going on, and I like those kind of shows. So it's underrated. I think you should watch it. And okay, the first few episodes a little bit too much about the brother and the loan shark, but once that passes, the show goes and the story goes very well. Glow and flow. Please watch it, and I will be reviewing it as long as it's still on the channels. I hope it stays until the end of the year, so I have a third series I can watch, or no, a fourth series to watch, a Turkish series. Bye bye.